Good morning on this Sabbath day. Now, as we spoke on the last Sabbath, we were talking about the coming of the Passover, which is now about 2.5 weeks away on the 31st of March. I want to read for you the book of Exodus in the 11th chapter, the establishment of the Passover and the importance of it. And the Lord said unto Moses, Yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. Speak now in the ear of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver, jewels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servant, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, Thus saith the Lord, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn of the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the manservant that is behind the mills, and all the firstborn of the beast. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall be like it any more. But against the children of Israel shall not one dog move his tongue. Against man or beast they shall know how that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And all thy servants shall come down upon me, and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all thy people that follow thee. And after that will I go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so they would not let the children of Israel go out of his land. So we're seeing now the establishment of the Passover. That was chapter 11, verses 1 through 7. Now when we get to the 12th chapter, the next one is where the Passover really established itself, and the importance that God had established the Passover between him and his children. Very, very important. We have let it go, seeing that we are lost here in America. Don't understand what God had established in the days of our ancestors, so that we can find favor with God instead of hate, discord, lack of love. So we're here in a wilderness of America, 400 years, not knowing who we are, our roots that we have established in God. The Passover, Rosh Hashanah comes in September, Yom Kippur as well. 3 high holy days that God said his children shall present themselves before him to be blessed. Now, as the Passover nears, we have a charge. We have a reason to find out, what are we supposed to be doing? What makes this Passover so important? And why did man mimic it with a bunny rabbit and call it Easter? So we inadvertently worship a rabbit. The Greeks had it as a rabbit because it signified fertility. Wow, imagine that. God gave us his love and told us to multiply. And we took a rabbit and he put it in front of us that we may multiply. So we know now what the Passover is. Will you do it? Will you establish it in your life? Will you find out what it's supposed to be like? The Bible tells us everything that we're supposed to know on this Passover, this first high holy day of the year that God has set aside, that we're supposed to worship and praise him according to his word and his will, not a rabbit. Will you do it? Will you seek and search and find out. It's very important not to be looked upon as just another day. Other Jews, Israelis that sit over in Israel observing the Passover like it's theirs. We shall continue this. God is finished with me. Let me show you what He's taught me. Till next time, may the Father watch over you and yours as He do on me and mine on the Sabbath day.